So this little rig here is a couple of LED lights, and I'm using the rim part of the lights, not the projectors, that I've simply connected to the output of the TG009C-D controller, which appears to work. And of course this is the sensor here. Now at the moment, see if we can get this to show up. Because of daylight, but it says sun low. And yes, my magical bloody filming skills here are at work, fingers and thumbs. So I'm going to take said sensor and throw it up into the sunlight. And now you'll see it's actually working. And if I back off a little bit, neither of those two lights is showing up, but there we go. That came on momentarily. What happened there? Oh, now I've got to wait for next. So after it senses something, there we go, it's on. And there we go, I'm pretending that I'm tracking. So if I bring it out, see if I can make the other one work, that's that one. Okay, and that's just by unbalancing, if you like, the position. So seemingly this thing goes into a timing cycle after it's done some restoration or whatever. There we go, I moved. That was my electric actuator arm moving. But then after it's balanced out, so your actuator is currently not moving, there we go, there's some movement. That was just me and my arm. So it's tracking, operating the actuator Y, and I'll just try and, there we go, so I've curved it up. I'm just moving my hand here, this is all I'm doing. The sun's up there somewhere, we won't blow it in, but you can see my action. So clearly this thing is working. Some of the timing settings, don't know how you get in there or whether you can actually get in there to change the delays that are in there, but for all intents and purposes this thing appears to work. So let's have a look. It's tipped away from the sun on this side, which is labelled west. So if I turn it back to the east, there we go, it's worked. So beyond that I still don't have a manual, so I don't know how it works, but it would appear that, yeah, if I do this it'll say something like sun low. Is that showing up? Can't see on the screen. I guess in the final cut I'll see it. Just FYI, down here, this thing that you can just see in there, that transistor is actually, apparently, according to a diagram I saw, that one there is your infrared receiver. So when you're using your infrared remote control, which I was going to use, but because I can hardly see in the screen of my recorder what's going on there, let's see if I can make it happen. Where's that remote control? Over here. So applying the quit button for 5 seconds is going to kill that display. 1000, 2000, 3000, 4000, and it's gone. So no, the display still shows up, but it's just not backlit. So this works really well at night time. 1000, 2000, 3000, 4000, 5000, and it's back. And then if you go to the set menu, it shows manual. And then if you go up, you can make it bring up, hang on, you go, if you press that button there, the west button with the arrow, it should make one of the lights come on, which is that one. And if let's see if I can get this all in the same frame, I'm pretty good here. If you press and hold, it comes on and stays on, and the display responds accordingly. Don't know if we can see that or not. And then if I go east, and that button there, and hold, that one comes on. And that they're simply LED lights hooked up across each other, back to front. You can see that on there. I don't think I need to explain that too much. If you don't understand that, well, you're going to have a hard time. So this thing works. The real problem with this thing was this black wire down the little short one, and I'm going to try and find the piece that I cut off, because it looked like the copper wire was black, as though it had been charred, but I think it maybe was in the manufacturing process that the plastic itself was deposited onto the wire somehow, that it got onto every strand as opposed to just surrounding the bunched core. A bit of sandpaper fixed it, and now this thing works. So never really anything wrong with it. Don't know how it works, but it does. It's all good news. There we go. Just kick the camera again. Over and out. Have a good day.